Awesome.
Right, welcome back. This is Witchbeard's Big Author Sleepover second edition episode. Again, completely unprofessional. I don't know what we're calling it, but today we've got the lovely Kristen with us, who is an amazing, amazing poet. And if you haven't read any of her stuff, just fucking go and read it now. But I'll let her tell her a bit about herself.
Yeah, so I'm Kristen and I just turned 34. I have been writing since I was about 12 years old. And recently in the past, I think year, I decided to put my writing out there and just kind of winging it.
Winging it. You're right. You're really good. Really good.
I'm winging it.
See, I'm always envious of poets because I've said to you before, I think, that authors, we have like 200 pages, whatever, 200 pages to get our story down in. But you have to get your message over in considerably less words, which I couldn't even begin to fathom how you do it. How do you do it? I mean, when there's I know me and you've chatted before and you go, I've just written this, I've had this idea, and we back and forth. But you just get inspiration, just hits you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of it has to do with what I've gone through, what I am going through. Sometimes, I could be watching something or listening to something and like this really cool idea will just, kind of pop into my head. And I've also have been given homework where people will give me like 3 words to put into a writing of some sort. And so actually Bobby Murphy and my friend Jack
That Jack Children?
Yeah. They each gave me 3 different words and I put it in each of a writing that will be in book 3 that's coming out next year.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a really good. They just give you 3 words and you just make a poem from that.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
I've done a thing before with writing. What I try and do every day at least is if what I do, I put into like Wikipedia random article, and I'll hit random article like 5 times, and then try and make a story synopsis with whatever the 5 fucking articles are, and it's really hard, but it just keeps the brain quick. But to do a poem from 3 words, it's like, we're not worthy.
No,
seriously, poetry is just something that I just couldn't. I've always wanted to be able to dance. I'd always like to be able to write poetry. You're never going to be able to do either. You know what I mean? So
I think you can.
What got you into poetry? Is it just your thing? Have you always liked poetry?
No, it was my 7th grade year. My 7th grade teacher, who was teaching English, taught creative writing, and that was something.
7th grade. What age is that? Because we changed from England to you guys.
Well, with me, typically, I think it's about 13 years old.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
And so, that's kind of where just I fell in love with it. And on top of that, I was going through a lot at that time, and my teacher at the time had found some of my writings and took me to the side and talked with me, and because she was worried about me. I mean, you've read stuff I've sent you and everything, and she was really concerned. And I told her, I'm like, this is my outlet, this is my way of not putting myself through harm, so she continued to push me to write and everything. And without her, I mean, I probably would have not done it.
What was her name?
If it wasn't for her, I probably would have never continued to write.
Yeah. What was the teacher's name?
Miss Simmons.
Round of applause for Miss Simmons, because I'm glad you did. Your stuff is really expressive, and you've sent me stuff of yours before, and I'm like, well, fuck, that's really fucking deep. It's really good. No, your stuff's really good. So if how where are they available? Your books? They're on Amazon.
Yeah,
If
they're
people
on
want to find
Amazon.
books,
Yep. Yeah, they're
so
on
yeah,
Amazon
so
under K Vincent. And also I do have a box of physical copies here at the house as well.
right, so you can do signed copies for people if people want stuff like that. That's
Mhm.
really cool. That is really cool. Wait, I'm gonna. I've got my paper because again, it's
Yeah.
completely unprofessional. Uh, what are you reading at the minute? What is fueling your brain at the minute?
Ah, man.
Homework, probably. Is it just
Yeah, I have 2 weeks left of school. So right now my brain is just there. On top of recreating my book covers for book 1 and 2, because I'm
right?
changing all of that.
Which they look great as well.
Yeah. Um,
Really good. Really good.
yeah,
Because
I
you do
mean,
your
really,
own photography. You do the photography yourself. Is that right?
I do.
Pointing at you do the photography. Yeah, really good. Your photography is really good. Really good photos.
Thank you. But yeah, I
Uh,
because of book 3, I was not able to put my daughter on the book cover.
right.
Just because of some of the graphic nature and the mature content that is
Yeah.
going to be in the book. So I decided that I'm just gonna do something completely different, which I did a book cover reveal today for book 3, and
Thanks.
book 1 and 2 will kind of follow along with the theme of what book 3 is. So
Right. Right. Yeah. That's really cool. That's what.
yeah.
When you do read, who are your big? You're a big Matt Shaw fan, aren't you? Stephen
Well, I
King. We
mean,
spoke earlier.
there's this guy named Kelvin that, I like to
Oh,
read, but
he's a hack. He
yeah,
doesn't know how to do it.
yes.
Don't read his stuff.
No,
But yeah, you're a
terrible.
big Stephen King fan.
Yes. So love Stephen King, love your writing, love Justin Boot, Matt Shaw.
Right.
I love Duncan. I mean, there's so many of them. Leah
There are
Hall
so many
is
big names.
amazing.
Who's
Um,
that?
Leah Hall, Leah M. Hall.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. She is awesome. But again, like, and then there's Dicey. Oh my goodness, her books are good. And I'm working on getting more of her stuff too. And Bercy, Roland Bercy. Oh,
Oh, love
love
Roland
him.
Bercy.
And I
He's
got the
really good.
chance to finally meet him in person. And yeah,
You're a fan of Megan as well, Megan Stockton.
sir.
Megan Stockton, you're a fan of her stuff, aren't you?
Yes, yes,
And she's lovely. You've met her.
yes. And she's lovely. She's so
I'm
sweet.
I'm I'm not jealous at all that you've met her and
Yeah.
that she's met you.
I mean,
Uh,
she lives 2 hours from me. And
yeah,
we
I'm
got to
jealous
meet
really.
before the Texas event, and oh my God, like fangirling completely.
She's brilliant. But you both
She's
are.
so
You're
sweet.
both brilliant. I know that like me, you are. People always say, and I get really annoyed. People go because at events when I've sell my serial killer stuff, people go, "You shouldn't have a favorite serial killer." And while that's true, fuck anyone that says that, because I do have a favorite serial killer. Mine's Ed Kemper. You're a bit of a serial killer, true crime fan, I believe. Is that right?
Which one?
You like true crime and serial killers?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
Is
them.
it Dharma? No,
I love,
Manson.
yeah, I love him. I have a coffee mug around here somewhere. And it says something about I think you're a snack or something.
And people say you shouldn't have a favorite, and I'm like, fuck that. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean. I love it.
I
I
love
don't
them.
love them. I do love them. Yeah, I do. Uh, and it's weird that more people don't admit. I don't know what it is about them that we go, oh, serial killers, because
You know,
obviously
I
they're
think
not the nicest of people, but
yeah. I think, I mean, again, I grew up and my mom was very into all of that. And I think that's part of why I became so infatuated with it too. But as I've gotten older, it's more interesting with the psychological part of
Right.
a serial
Yeah,
killer and, what makes them click, what makes them do the things that they do.
yeah.
So I don't think it's really
Did you have like
more,
books laying around and stuff? And
yeah,
yeah, same with me. Yeah,
yeah. It's interesting.
yeah, completely. I believe you're a big fan of cryptids as well. We got quite a lot in common: cryptids,
Yeah.
cryptozoology, all that lot. True crime. Who's your favourite cryptids?
Mm, well, I'm not huge into cryptids.
See,
But
England's shit. We don't have anything. We
yeah,
have like big cats. That's it. You guys have got fucking everything going on.
yeah. I mean, I think that the whole Sasquatch thing is pretty interesting. Anything that deals with the water. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm
Have you
working
got
on
any
a
like?
I'm working on a cryptid book,
Oh,
about
me
a
too.
creature that's pretty interesting.
Oh,
Um,
cool. Have
yeah,
you got in your area? You're Tennessee, is that right?
yeah.
Tennessee. So, what is the cryptid in your area? Have you got one that's
I think Sasquatch, like Bigfoot in general, is like pretty big. Um, I
right?
know I think it's Mothman that's really popular,
Mothman, right? I don't really know a lot
but
about Mothman.
yeah, but I don't know a lot about cryptids, in all honesty. I'm good friends with a lot of people that are really into them,
Right,
um,
right.
that write a lot of cryptid books and stuff like that. But um, yeah, I know about Bigfoot, I know about Yeti and stuff like that. But as far as being invested in it, I'm not really.
Who am I thinking of? I'm sure it was you. Who have I had a conversation with that looks like you? I've got no idea.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a dream.
I mean, unless it was, me just telling you about the cryptid book I was going to be
I may
working
have
on,
been. You know what? That's probably what it was. And I've
which
got so much
Jack
going on
was.
here. That I've gone, yeah, and
It's
not taking it
it's
from me.
yeah, it's Jack's fault. I blame him because he's the one that's pushed me into doing a cryptid book.
No, this is really
It's
cool.
his fault. I blame him.
I've not spoken to him, but he seems like a really cool guy.
He's cool. He's cool. He comes over to the house every now and then. So
Well, that's cool. That's
yeah.
cool. See, I don't live near any authors, so see Mark occasionally. But what gives you life? What invigorates you?
My children.
Good answer.
100%.
Good
Yep,
answer.
I
I
do.
think I'd say the same. Yeah.
Yep. Between my children and my dog.
Well, you love your dogs.
Eleanor, my pity. Yep.
She's really cute. She's really cute. Uh,
She's the
yeah.
sweetest. She's a lot sweeter than my children are.
You know what? Our dog was like. No, I really struggled with our dog, and then I was like, we had him like 14 years, and I was like, the last year,
Yep.
he just turned into, a horrible bastard. He just turned into me the last year, just a horrible, cranky old bastard.
It happens.
Basically, a four-legged me. And then we found out he had cancer, so obviously we had to have him put down. And it was only I said to Drama, I shouldn't be the one to take him because I don't even like the bloody dog. At the end, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't I get like, and then yeah, then in that waiting room in the vet's room when they were giving him the injection, I realised I actually did. It's a horrible moment, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah, but yeah, better than the kids, I think. Less noisy. But
It's always
oh,
hard.
got something in my eye. Hang on,
Uh-oh.
that wasn't expected. Ah, oh god, there's dust blowing everywhere out here. But yeah, I made myself look a bit daft there. Wait, music wise, what do you listen to?
Oh my
Are
goodness.
you a big
Mostly
music fan?
alternative and country.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yeah.
What was the last album you listened to? What?
The last concert.
No, the last piece of music you listened to. Who have you been
Oh,
listening to?
falling in reverse.
Falling in Reverse. See, I only know a couple of songs by them. Uh,
Yeah.
what is that song that I love? Uh, something. I'm not a vampire.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Not a vampire.
is that the name of the song?
Yeah, it's
Oh, well, there
called,
you go. Yeah, I'm not a
yeah,
vampire there.
yeah.
I do like that. I hadn't heard anything else by him, but
Dude,
Ronnie something,
listen,
lead singer. Is it
listen
Ronnie
to
something?
Zombie Fight. Yeah, Ronnie.
Zombie, what? Let me write this down. Zombie.
Yeah, so listen to Zombie Fight. Um, you'll get a kick out of that one. It's really good. It's one of my favorites. And then
Right,
um the popular monster, Fashionably Late is really good.
write that down.
Fashionably Late. And
Yeah.
then Popular Monster and Voices in My Head.
Oh, cool.
It's so
Cool.
good.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I heard some by him. I heard that vampire one, and I listened to so much different stuff, like blues from the 40s, and then punk, and then metal, and
Mm.
like cock rock, and 80s anthems, and yeah.
Yeah.
But when you was old as me, you've heard it all. Do you know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I am ancient. So, can I ask you some quick fire questions, which may or may not be quick fire,
Yeah.
because yeah, tea or coffee, if you had to choose.
Tea.
Tea, yeah. How do you take your tea?
I actually don't even brew it. I just put a tea bag in my coffee cup and I pour the hot water in it and I let it just do its thing. And I put about 2 tablespoons of sugar.
It's witchcraft. What's going on with that? Us English are different with tea, but then again, people in England moan at me because I put the milk in before I put the water in, and everyone says you don't do that. That's completely wrong.
Oh, I've never.
And again, I always put the milk in first, and people go, well, that's incorrect. It should be the water first and then the milk. And I'm like, no, that's just making no
Hmm.
fucking sense. Favorite soda? You drink soda?
Pepsi all day
Pepsi.
long.
Oh. Uh, your favorite season?
Fall.
You a sun worshipper? Fall. Oh,
Fall.
pardon me, I
I
thought you were a
love
bit of a
fall.
sun worshipper. I love autumn, fall, whatever you call it. It is my favorite.
Yes.
What is your spirit animal?
Spirit animal. Hmm. I would say, hmm, either a bat
Oh,
or an owl.
or an owl. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's different. I would have thought dog or something because you love your dog that much. You know what I mean? But a bat or an owl, I like that. That's completely different. Here's a question. Your hometown, I believe you're from Portsmouth. Is that right? Your home city.
Yeah.
And
Virginia. Yeah.
I'm from Portsmouth, but from Portsmouth, Hampshire. So we're
Hmm.
both from Portsmouth, completely different fucking places. But if your hometown was a candle, what would it smell like?
I don't know. I've honestly, I've never been to Portsmouth,
Have you?
because
You just you just a baby,
we lived there for a little while when I was a baby, but
right?
actually I will be visiting in April whenever I go to a book event. So
Oh,
I
that's
get to see it.
to go home where you really don't remember.
Yep.
Okay, so
I
if
was
where
only a
you live,
baby.
yeah, if where you live now was a candle, what would it smell of?
Campfire.
Campfire. See if where I live now was a candle, it would smell of cigarettes and disappointment. Uh, Seriously, yeah, completely. Uh, what was the first film you saw at the cinema?
Mm.
You call it the cinema, the theater, the pictures?
The
What do you call it?
theaters.
Cinema? Yeah.
The Notebook.
What film?
The Notebook.
The Notebook. I've never seen that. I've
Yep.
never seen that. I don't even know what it's about. What is it? Who is it?
It is by Nicholas Sparks. But it's a love story between two
Ah,
people. Yep.
that's probably why I've not seen it.
It's a girly movie.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah.
What is your favorite meal?
My favorite meal.
If I was to turn up now and go out for a meal with you and your husband and your kids, where are you taking me? What are we having? I'm not
Probably
outside.
cooking.
Just you don't
Prob-
panic. I'm not there.
So probably cooking. It would probably be either fried pork chops with mashed potatoes and green
Now,
beans, apples.
that sounds
Yeah,
really good. That sounds good. See, you Americans, and I'm not knocking Americans because I love you all, obviously, colonial cousins and whatever and all that. But you got some weird food. Weird. What is this biscuits and gravy stuff? What's that about?
the what?
Biscuits and gravy. Is that what you call it?
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing.
I don't even
So
know
good.
what it is. People just keep putting
Ah,
pictures up and I'm
it's
like,
so good.
oh no.
It's just so buttery and flavory and just it's good.
Well,
You
but
really
what
need
is
to try.
it? The gravy. What is the gravy? Is it actual gravy?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's white gravy. Some people
White gravy. See,
it's so good.
that sounds terrible to me as an English person. An Englishman. White gravy. I go, what the fuck?
It's so
Talk me
good.
through white gravy. What is it?
It's really hard to explain.
But
I'm
it tastes
terrible.
good.
You put
It
me on
tastes good.
spot.
Yeah. And the biscuits. What? See, you say biscuits, and I instantly picture being English biscuits, like what you would call cookies, I assume.
Yeah. So
Oh wow,
ours is like soft and flaky.
right,
Um,
like a scone or a dumpling. Do you have
kind of like
dumplings? Does that
pastry.
sound different?
I think
Right,
for y'all it'd probably be kind of like a pastry.
right. I'm sat here getting really hungry.
It's
Uh,
so
I yeah, oh, remaining time. Oh, we've got that left.
oh
Right,
yeah.
yeah. I'm cheap, you see, and I won't pay for actual stuff. Being a peasant as I am, but we're all peasants in England, if I'm honest. Yeah, but so yeah, what would you if you were on death row, which obviously you'll never be because you're lovely, but if you were ever on death row, what would be three meals, three starters, three-course meal, and a drink? What would you choose?
Um, so for breakfast would be waffles for sure. Love
Yeah,
waffles. Orange juice possibly or cranberry juice.
right.
For lunch, a double bacon cheeseburger and fries and a
God,
milkshake.
I'm sat here putting weight on. All my questions are always about food.
I
God,
love it.
no way.
And
Lovely.
then
Yeah.
for dinner, I mean anything Italian, anything Mexican, anything spicy. Love it.
Oh God,
Yeah.
spicy food. I love spicy food. Dramas cooked me. I've just eaten because it's was it 3 o'clock where you are?
Yeah,
Quarter past
it
three.
is
Something like that? Yeah, it's
3:33.
half nine. This is the weirdest sleepover ever because it's half nine here and half three where you are. Drama's just cooked
Yep.
me a Thai green chicken curry,
Oh,
and it was
wow.
hot balls. Seriously,
That sounds good.
I've got fucking toothache anyway, and the Thai green curry has gone. You thought your toothache was bad. This is fucking bad. So I'm in agony. But it tasted good. So yeah. And now I'm sat here thinking, what else can I eat? Because I am just a gelatinous pig. I just love food. Uh, yeah. I'm just thinking about food now. What did you say? Cheeseburgers. God. So what is the best burger places where you are? Do you have because we always go over here, we go, oh, it's McDonald's or Burger King. But you have like a fucking million different things, don't you? Do you eat
I
burgers?
mean, we have like Five Guys, and typically, like all your steakhouses have burgers.
Right.
But honestly, there's this little mom and pop like bar restaurant that is
Yeah.
here in our town, and they have really good burgers.
They're
Like
normally
really.
the best places because they put more effort in because they want you to come back.
Mhm.
As opposed to these. I went to a big burger place before with Drama, and she wanted a salad, and they didn't know how to make salad. They didn't have any salads, and they weren't sure how to make the salad. And I was stood at the fucking counter like, it's a fucking salad. How can you not make it? And Drama's like, sit down, sit down. Fucking yeah. So, but those small places are better. I completely agree. Uh,
Mhm.
but no. So, you say this cryptid book you're writing. What is when is it going to be released?
I'm hoping it'll be done April, possibly April of next year.
This is really something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So you'll have your three poetry books,
Mhm.
and you will have this cryptid book out. Are you doing a book with hobby? Is that, did I
The art,
hear that or
yeah.
read that?
And that is actually almost done. So we're hoping to have that also probably like January, February, March being the latest.
That's really cool. And you also have, I believe this is true, in Screaming for Justice, Screaming for Peace, Screaming for Justice, the
Yeah,
anthology.
yeah.
You
So
have you have something in that.
I have a piece in there, and I'm also working on a short story for another anthology that I was asked to be a part of.
This is really cool. There's really, really good anthologies out there in a minute.
Yeah,
Really good. I always want to commit to them, and then I'll give myself, I'm like, I give myself so much work to do that I just can't do it. I get
yeah.
lost. There's so much going on. And you read most of my stuff as I'm writing it. I have to
Yep.
thank you for that because I'm like, Kristen, read this.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
But,
let me tell you, like every time I get the message, like, can you read this? I'm like, yes, yes, send me more.
no,
Like
you are
I get so
complete.
excited. I get so tickled. It's literally the highlight of my day, being able
Oh, thank
to
you.
read stuff while you're writing it. I love it.
It's not something that I've done for. I've read a couple of stuff for other authors as art as an art reader, whatever it's called. There's all these technical terms, and I haven't got a fucking clue. I just write. Uh, I'm a. I think I've read something for DW Hits. Do you like? You read his stuff?
Mhm.
Really good writer. And yeah, there's so many good books coming out at the minute. Everyone seems to be on fire, and it's a fucking nightmare because you only have a certain amount of money to spend on books. But
I know.
it's good because over there you get to meet all these people at conventions, and
Yes.
I've seen the pictures you and Megan and everyone else puts up. And over here we don't really seem to have that. So I'd like to get to America, but we don't seem to have it. But it's good because all you lot can support each other and read each other's books and get them in person and get them signed. There's a void over here, I think. Bit of a void. Uh, needs filling. But yeah, so where can people see you soon? You say you're in Portsmouth. Is that Virginia?
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be in Williamsburg, Virginia, which
Right.
is right on the outskirts of Portsmouth. So
Right.
April, I will be in Williamsburg, and then possibly the beginning of May, I'll be at a cryptid event
Oh,
up in like Tennessee area.
right.
And then of
So is
course
the one in Portsmouth? Is that scares that care? Is that
so it's actually it's in Williamsburg. It's on
oh
the
right
outside of Portsmouth. Yeah. And that's the Scares That Cares. And then there's
right
another
right?
Scares That Cares event that I'll be at next year in October
Oh,
in
awesome!
St. Louis.
Really
So
good. It's really
I'm
good
really
getting your
excited.
name out there. And how do people try again? How do people respond to you with your books at events?
I mean, I know that there's a lot of support. Um, but I don't know.
It's good. As I said, uh, poetry. I've said this before. Horror poetry deserves its place as much as horror novels because you're putting the work in. I know several poets who write horror, and despite what anyone anywhere may say, you are authors and you are more than worthy. You're as good as fucking anyone else out there that writes. You know what I mean? Uh, no, full support to all of you. And your stuff is great. Anyone watching this, seriously, like I say, I've read loads of Christian stuff, uh, and it's all good. There isn't. I don't think you've ever seen anything through where I've gone, no, I don't like that. And I'm always honest, but it's just bloody good. It really is good. Yeah, no, I love your stuff.
Thank you. I
No,
really
no,
appreciate it.
no, it's good. Right, we're running out of time because, as I said, I'm a cheapskate. Uh, but it's good. This is the first time we've actually spoken face to face. We've
I
chatted
know, I'm so
officially
excited.
for over a year. And yeah, and I've said to you earlier before we started recording, I've spent the entire day nervous. And Drama said, It's Kristen, it's fine. You chat all the time. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm a big bottle of shit and I'm absolutely really nervous. So thanks for making this easy on me, even though I'm the
Yeah,
one
no,
asking you the questions.
of
Uh,
course.
and I shall probably chat to you when this is finished. But no, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, I hope you have a great day.
You
Thank you.
too.
Bye.